The air in the apartment was heavy, thick with silence. Not the peaceful kind, the punishing kind. Taehyung tossed his keys onto the counter, loosening his tie, eyes flickering towards you, curled on the couch, scrolling through your phone without a glance in his direction. "You're seriously doing this again?" he muttered, voice low, tired. You didn't answer, you just crossed one leg over the other and adjusted your blanket silently. He sighed, rubbing his temples. "Wyan, come on, you're mad because I say you were." You stood up, walked past him to the kitchen, poured yourself some water, still not saying a word. The sound of the glass clicking on the counter was the loudest thing in the room. Annoyed, he finished the sentence under his breath. You stopped, back turned to him. A humorless smile tugged at your lips. "Then you should be grateful," you finally said, voice calm but cold. "I'm saving you from all of my annoying words." He froze. For the first time that night, Taehyung actually looked at you. The quiet strength in your tone, the way your eyes refused to meet his, the way your voice trembled only slightly when you added, "Don't worry, I'll make sure you get your peace." And for the first time, he realized silence could hurt louder than words ever could. You were still on your silent judgment mission. Taehyung came home late again. You didn't ask where he had been. You didn't even look up when the door clicked shut. He dropped his bag on the couch, loosening his shirt cuffs, and sighed. A faint vibration of his phone followed. You caught the sound of his voice from the kitchen, deep and low, too soft to hear clearly at first. But then the words slipped out just enough to make your fingers still on the blade you were trying. "Yeah, tomorrow night works. Dinner's fine. Somewhere quiet." "No, she won't mind. She's barely talking to me these days anyway." Your heart shuddered. He chuckled, that lazy, honeyed sound you hadn't heard in days. And it didn't sound like the man who had been cool and distant at home. It sounded like someone else entirely. You stepped closer to the doorway, breath held, palms sweating. "You look stunning in that dress, by the way," he added quietly. "Yeah, I'll pick you up around 8. Your throat went dry. Every ounce of pride told you to step back, not to care, not to break in front of someone who had already made you feel small. So you did what you always did best. You pretended. You walked out of the kitchen like you hadn't heard a thing, your expression calm, detached. "Dinner's on the stove," you said flatly, not looking at him. Taehyung blinked, startled. You hadn't spoken to him all day. "Thanks," he said carefully, watching you. "You okay?" You smiled, too calm, too fake. "Of course, why won't I be?" Then your bruises burst him again. That same perfume, that same silence, but this time with bones. When you shut the bedroom door, your chest finally cracked open. You sat on the edge of the bed, hands trembling, the sound of his love still echoing in your mind. "So that's where his warmth went, to someone else," you said bitterly. On the other side of the door, Taehyung exhaled heavily and looked down at his phone, the screen still open to a contact name, Taehyung. You barely slept that night. Every time you closed your eyes, you heard his voice, soft, amused, gentle, but not for you. By morning, the silence wasn't peaceful anymore. It was suffocating. You made breakfast anyway, hands moving automatically. When Taehyung entered the kitchen, hair still damp from the shower, he paused almost at the sight of you setting the table. You didn't look at him once. You don't have to go if you're mad, he said quietly. Who said I'm mad? He replied without expression. He tilted his head, studying me. Then, why are you avoiding me like I'm contagious? He laughed. Avoiding you? Please, I'm just giving you space. You did say I was annoying. Remember? His jaw tightened. Ryan. You turned toward him, eyes glinting. Anyway, I figured you had wanted to save your patience for your dinner date. Don't worry, I won't bother you. My what? His brows furrowed instantly. You scoffed. Don't play dumb. I heard you last night, talking about some quiet dinner and how I won't mind. Don't insult me more by pretending. Taehyung blinked, and then something unreadable flashed in his eyes. He stepped closer, voice low. You were eavesdropping. Wow, he said bitterly. That's the part you care about? Silence again, but this time it wasn't empty. It was full of sharp, unsaid words. He exhaled slowly, pressing his tongue to his cheek before muttering. If that's what you think, fine. You swallowed the lump in your throat and whispered, I don't have to think it. I heard it. You leaped before your tears could show. That evening, he came home earlier than usual. No suit jacket or phone glued to his hand, just quiet footsteps as he entered the apartment. You were sitting on a couch, arms crossed, trying to look busy scrolling through your phone. He stopped in front of you and dropped something onto the coffee table. A small paper bag. Inside, it was your favorite cake from the cafe you both used to visit when you first got married. Here, before you assume that's from a date too, maybe open it, he said softly. You frowned, but curiosity won. Inside the bag, beneath the cake box, was a small note, messy handwriting in a two-wheel. Choksin, your throat tightened. He sighed and sat beside you, rubbing his temples. He was nervous, asked me to pretend to help him plan a date. So his gross one thing is hopeless. You heard that call halfway through. You blinked, your embarrassment sinking in frost and hot. I didn't know. No, you didn't, he said quietly. You just assumed the worst. Maybe because lately you have been so cold. I can't tell what's real anymore. You called me annoying. What was I supposed to feel? You whispered. He leaned closer, eyes softer now. I called you annoying because you won't stop worrying about me when I was the one messing up. I was tired, not of you, but of myself. You looked at him, the faint circles under his eyes, the exhaustion in his face, and for the first time in days, your anger cracked. He brushed his strand of hair from your face, fingers lingering on your cheek. You think I could ever dinner with someone else when I can't even eat properly without you nagging me about it? He let out a weak laugh, tears spilling anyway. So I'm still annoying then? Yeah, he whispered, undressing your jaw, but you are my annoying. You didn't answer. Instead, you leaned into him, finally letting the silence turn warmth again. Not the kind that hurt, but the kind that said everything words couldn't. You came home from work to find the apartment strangely quiet. No sound of Taehyung's usual jazz playlist, no faint hum from the TV. Instead, the lights were dimmed, a soft golden glow spilled from the living room. You stepped slow as you noticed the faint trail of rose rose petals scattered along the hallway. They led straight to the balcony, your favorite spot, where you used to sit together after dinner. The glass doors were open, and the cool evening breeze carried the scent of candle wax and jasmine. You froze at the sight. The table was set for two, fairy lights strung along the railing, flickering gently like stars, and there he was, in a black shirt with his sleeves rolled up, nervously adjusting a single wine glass that didn't need adjusting. He looked up when he appeared, lips curving in that hesitant smile that always undid him. "You're home, right on time," he said softly. "What is all this?" He scratched the back of his neck. A peace offering, or maybe an apology, dinner, or maybe just... He paused, searching for the right word. A reminder of what we used to be like before we started keeping score. You stood there, caught between disbelief and warmth. "You didn't have to." "I wanted to," he got in gently. "You're always doing the small things. The lunches, the texts, the worrying, and I was so wrapped up in work to see it. I thought staying quiet means keeping peace, but it just made me lose the sound of you." Your breath hitched a little. He walked closer, eyes never leaving yours. When you stopped talking, the house felt empty. I realized silence wasn't peace, it was punishment, and I deserved it. You felt your chest tighten. He smiled faintly, shaking his head. "Let me say it properly this time." Then he took your hand, warm, steady, trembling just a little. "I'm sorry for calling you annoying. You were never that. You just care too much. And I didn't know how to handle being loved like that when I didn't even love myself properly." Tears welled up before you could stop them. "You idiot," you whispered, voice cracking. "You could have just said that instead of making me feel like I didn't matter." He brushed your tears with his tongue, smiling softly. "That's why I'm making it up now." He pulled out something from his pocket, a tiny velvet box. Inside, a simple silver bracelet with a small charm shaped like your heart. "It is not new. It's the same one I was going to give you last year on our anniversary. Before that stupid Earthman ruined it, I kept it all this time." You stared at him, stunned, then whispered, "You really remembered? Every word, every fight, every smile after. I remember all of it." Your tears finally fell, but this time you were smiling. You threw your arms around him, feeling his breath hitched against your hair. He held you tighter, pressing a kiss to your forehead. The city lights shimmered below as you both sat down, sharing food, laughter, and all the small glances that had been missing for too long. Later, as the night grew softer, you leaned your head on his shoulder and whispered, "You know what's annoying?" He chuckled. "What?" "That you always manage to make me fall in love with you again, even after being the reason I cried." He grinned, tilting his head to kiss your temple. "Good, then I'm doing something right this time." The night had settled softly over the city, wrapping the balcony in quiet warmth. Fairy lights danced gently in the wine, and a faint hum of distant traffic faded into something intimate. Just the two of you, the stars, and a steady rhythm of his heartbeat. He leaned closer, his voice barely above a whisper. "Do you remember the first night we ate here?" You nodded slowly. "You burned the pasta." He smiled, the corner of his eyes crinkling. And still ate it anyway, said it was the taste of effort. You suckled, shaking your head. I lied, it was terrible. His laughter faded into a sigh, and his gaze softened, tracing your face as if memorizing every inch. I used to think love was about grand things, flowers, surprise, fancy words. He brushed a strand of hair behind your ear, his touch gentle. But then I met you, and you ruined that for me. Ruined? You blink. Yeah, his voice dropped lower. Because you made me realize love isn't loud, it is quiet. It's you waiting up, even when I came home late. It is you fighting for me when I stopped fighting for myself. It's your silence